I wonder, do you guys want to talk about Attack on Titan? Because Twitter's funny right now. Twitter's funny.
What is there to talk about?
Bro, I didn't realize how much of a fucking clown fiesta Twitter is about Attack on Titan. How have people turned this into a thing to like dislike? I don't understand. Like,
I knew there was something wrong when I woke up in the morning and went onto Twitter.
Like Thank You MAPPA, right?
Yes, hashtag Thank You MAPPA was trending. I was like, oh no, what the
no.
fuck are these clowns doing now?
It's like every time Attack on Titan airs, like you go on Twitter and something about Attack on Titan is trending.
Yeah. So the time of recording is episode 6.
Yeah,
came out.
Yep. Yeah, and basically the most recent thing that happened was, what was it? People on Twitter were just attacking the staff members. They were.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I think what I read was some people were just harassing the director for one of the music choices that was made in one of the big scenes, and it got so bad that he had to deactivate his Twitter.
He did?
Yeah.
And a bunch of animators as well are getting harassed.
I'm literally watching this thing like, this is fucking amazing. Why are people getting angry? Like, is there like, what was wrong with the song?
Like,
who the fuck knows?
Maybe it's I'm fucking losing words because it's so fucking
dumb.
stupid and dumb.
If you do that, you don't deserve anime. I'm just saying right now. Like you just don't deserve.
You ain't a real anime.
You're not
fan.
a real anime fan if you do that.
What blows my mind is that, like, at the end of the day, a lot of these people, right? We're just anime fans. Why on earth do you think you have the right to then just go to like the director or whatever and be like,
right?
I fucking hate
the
you.
fucking
How
audacity to be
yeah.
like, you try and make an anime and see how if you can make a fucking good, like, you know what I want to do is like, I just want to like kind of, because I think one of the things I saw yesterday was people were complaining about one of the Titans being like really bad CGI or whatever.
I'm watching this thing, right? And the CGI is honestly like barely noticeable.
Yeah.
It's really like not even remotely like.
Yeah.
I just want to like go up to all those people complaining about the CGI and like link them to any scene from like Berserk 2016.
Yeah.
Like, this is what bad CGI
These are the
looks
same
like.
people who will fucking take the clip, right? And then run it through fucking Sony Vegas, call it 4K and re-upload it and be like, this is a 4K fight scene, guys.
That's my least favorite thing.
Like, it's absolutely absurd. Like
60 FPS 4K fight scene.
Which is like the
Let's
dumbest
go,
fucking
baby.
The description is like, I fixed this fight. I made it better.
Dumbest fucking thing. You cannot
Don't do that.
I mean, I was, because I tweeted out saying something like, fucking, Attack on Titan really do be carrying 2021.
Yeah.
Obviously, not being 100% serious about that. I'm not literally sitting there being like, my 2021 would be ruined if Attack on Titan wasn't airing. like there's some God, the arguments that fucking arose in those comments.
I made like an Attack on Titan tweet, immediately muted it. I was just like, I've done this enough times before to know that saying anything about Attack on Titan, whether positive or negative, you just set off a minefield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like I tweeted it, I came back 4 hours later, and then as I'm, because you refresh your Twitter, you see the most recent reply. And it was something about like Japanese whaling laws that they were arguing about. And then I clicked on it.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So I click on this thing and it goes up like 50 replies back and forth. These two people going at it because one of them said that like ReZero Season 2 was going to be better. And they somehow devolved into like an attack on Japan. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Do these people have like anything else to do?
I just don't understand how people can be angry about like a great thing. Like, even if there's CGI in it that is barely noticeable, what's wrong? It's getting adapted and it looks good. We're getting what we want. I don't understand why people are being so pathetic.
I feel like this is coming from the perspective of a lot of, let's say, more like entitled manga readers, right? Because you can be disappointed in some ways of an anime adaptation because there are sometimes when you read a manga and you have an imagination about how this manga is going to play out if it was animated.
Right.
And with something like Attack on Titan, where the bar by Studio Wit was set so fucking high, right, that you go to MAPPA, which I still think MAPPA is doing a fucking fantastic job.
We've had bangers so far.
We've had fucking bangers.
Absolutely.
And what I will say is like, it's like the tiniest of nitpicks, right? Where I would say that it's gone from like a 10 out of 10 adaptation to like a 9 out of 10 adaptation.
Yeah,
and
I'd agree with
that's the thing, right? It's a very slight step down from Wit. It's not bad by any step. It's just a very slight step down. It's like the
but people are taking that as if it went from like a 10 to a 1.
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly, right? And the thing is, it's a 9 out of 10 adaptation for 10 out of 10 material. You're still getting a fucking banger.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I don't fucking get it.
It's not Seven Deadly Sins season 3, so I really do not understand the problem here. And like, you know, these are the people who are getting this nitpicky on Twitter, and those manga readers are just the exact same kind of people who are just like, when their kid's born, if their kid fucks up anything, they're like, well, it's ruined. It's fucked.
Yeah.
I you know, all my expectations should have fucked. You know, I mean, it's ruined. What can I say?
They're just like, this isn't like what was in the manga.
Because they're basing it off their own life. And if the child fucks up, they're like, well, fuck, it didn't stick
They're
to
like
the
looking at the
fuck, I mean.
ultrasound, they're seeing the baby born. It's like, well, that's not a good adaptation, is it?
So you tell me it's not going to be 6 foot. Honestly, just put it back
exactly.
in.
This
Get
isn't
rid of
the
it.
same. Come on.